to my channel. So today's layout is for the Peartree Cutfiles online crop again, and this is challenge number 4, and it's Rebecca Moore's recipe challenge. And I've also scrap lifted one of Rebecca's layouts as well. I've had this cut file cut for a while and not really sure how to use it, so Rebecca's layout gave me the inspiration for this layout. So the recipe challenge was five points in the recipe, and one was a border and it had to cover all 4 edges of your layout. 2 was distressed edges. 3 was enamel dots, sequins or nouveau drops. 4 was thread, and 5 was stars. So what I've done is I've backed the letters from this cut file onto yellow card, and I'm also just backing the little digger in yellow as well, and the wheels in black. I've done the white on a black border of cardstock because I wanted to back my photographs in black. So, and I wanted obviously with the cut file being in black, it wouldn't have stood out on the black cardstock itself. So that's why I've done a black border round my white cardstock. So this is I'm just backing this digger in yellow card, and then what I will do next is I'm going to do a little bit of mixed media on this layout. So I'm just going to create a watercolour background for this layout. I'm just going to use some of my watercolour crayons. I'm going to use the packaging technique for this, and I just want to add some black onto the cardstock. So yeah, I'm just going to scribble the crayon onto some clear packaging, add some water, and then I'm just going to smush it down using the packaging technique just to spread it about a bit. I love the effect that you get from this technique. I like it a lot better than the paintbrush. It does depend on what sort of look you're going for as well. So just seeing how they look on there. You can just bring it in just to see how your mixed media is looking if you want more. I did try and add some of this yellow onto here. It's really a bright yellow, but my son's been using my paintbrushes, and it just got a bit it just didn't look as bright yellow as what it was, so I didn't go for any more of that. I just went for some more black, and just going to add some black splatters on there as well. And to create the bigger splatters, just add more water, make it a bit runnier, and then hold it up high and let it drip down, and that just adds some bigger splatters, sorry. So yeah, and then I've bought myself these stencil brushes. Now they're not the Vicky Boughton ones because I haven't been able to get hold of them. These are just cheap ones off Amazon, and what I'm doing is I'm just scribbling some of the black crayon, just picking the pigment up onto the stencil brush, and then just brushing it through the stencil, and it gives a really good effect. I'm really pleased with it. It does take a bit of getting the pigment onto the bristles, but once you've got it on, I mean, the effect is brilliant. So I'm going to be giving them a bit more of a try on some more layouts. Do a bit more stenciling with them and see how I get on with them. Try and create a few more backgrounds. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. They come in a packet of 3. And like I say, the Vicky Booten ones are so hard to get hold of. So these were the next best option for me. So yeah, pretty pleased with them. So now just positioning everything just to see where I want it to go. And I'm using some leftover ephemera from a photo play digger pack, and I'm adding some couple of flare badges with the stars on. So that's the stars done, and the black border's done, and thread, we've got a thread on there. So distressed edges isn't a problem because I distress the edges of my photos once the photos are backed onto a white border anyway, so they're always distressed. But also the white part of the backing is also distressed as well around the edges. So I've just decided I'm going to have that little piece fun zone in the top right hand corner, and I'm going to add another flare badge up there with some coordinating thread and a flare badge that I've had in my stash for quite a while. So that says disaster on that. And this little hat, I'm just going to cut the orange off because I just didn't like the frilly edges, and that's got a distressed edge as well, so that's just going to go in the top right hand corner too. I'm just seeing if I want to use any more of the other little bits on there. So now I'm just going to back my photograph into onto some white cardstock, and then I also back the photograph onto some black cardstock as well, and that really makes the photographs pop once they're on the white and then on the black as well. I would prefer to have maybe backed the digger in a patterned yellow background, but I couldn't find the right sort of yellow pattern paper for that, so it just ended up being yellow cardstock instead of pattern paper. But I still think it's turned out pretty good. So, and the JCB diggers are quite bright yellow anyway, aren't they? So it still all goes in. So yeah. Next, I'm going to pop the title up onto some foam pads just to make that stand up a bit, and I also add some foam pads to the digger as well, and pop that up onto foam pads as well. So yeah, I can't think if I stuck that white background down yet. I don't think I have. Anyway, once I've got I'm just getting that ready to stick down the foam pads. No, sorry, it's none of it stuck down yet. So yeah, I'm just going to stick the white piece of card down now, and then we can continue putting the rest of the layout together once that white's stuck down in place. So yeah, the fiddly bit, taking all the backing paper off. So yeah, just gonna stick that down now, and then just get these photos and everything else stuck down. These photos are actually from summer 2020. My little boy, I coloured another thing that Rebecca Moore told me about as well, colouring some rice, just normal dried rice, with some watercolour paint for my little boy, letting it dry and then putting it in this like large storage tub And what he's doing is he's using his little digger toys to dig all this rice up, this multicoloured rice up, and he absolutely loved it. He sat and played with it for ages. He had it outside in the sunshine, and then later on at night he had it inside in the living room, but it got everywhere. It gets inside all the little digger parts and the cars, and yeah, it just gets everywhere, all in the carpet. But he loved it. It kept him happy for a good while, so can't really complain at that. They just get he was just getting fed up of bored playing with the same things all the time, and just like we do, get fed up getting cooped up with lockdown and everything, not seeing his grandma and granddad. So yeah, it was just trying to think of different things for him to play with and things to entertain him. And he loves his cars. He's a typical boy. He loves his cars, his diggers, his fire engines, police cars, trains. Oh, he loves it all. So yeah, he was happy with this. So yeah, I was having a bit of trouble with my flare badge here. For some reason it would not stick down. I could not get it to stick. I have no idea why. So I've just having to get some more thread and just re-stick that flare badge down there with the thread underneath it. No idea why it wouldn't stick at all. So just getting that stuck into place. And then just making a start on the right hand corner. Just distressing the edges of that fun zone tag and popping that up onto some foam tape as well. And then just going to add my other flare badge in that top corner with some more another cluster of thread, and then the little hard hat circle, pop that up onto some foam pads as well, and that little strip of road is just going to go across underneath it as well. So I'm happy with the way that's looking now. And then after that, I think it's time for the enamel dots, or is it the border next? I do a doodly black border around the white. I think it just ties everything in with the black border underneath. And then enamel dots. So it's got double the border, and then just the last thing to finish off is the enamel dots, and then that's the five points in the recipe complete. And then if you want to join in, just pop over to Peartree Cutfiles Facebook group and join in some of the challenges. It doesn't have to be it has to be entered into the correct albums by Sunday the 7th of February. So why not pop over and give them a try. I'm just going to add my journaling in here at the top left hand corner, and then that is my layout done. So yeah, thank you for watching. Pop over to the Peartree Cutfiles Facebook group and have a go at some of the challenges. And like I say, if you want to purchase any of the Peartree Cutfiles, just pop online to peartreecutfiles.co.uk and take a look at what they've got. They've got some great cut files. Marie's only been up and running for 6 months now, but she's doing a fantastic job and she's got some amazing cut files. So hope you enjoy the close-ups, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.